Alright, I guess it's time to talk about some Pokemon. A lot of my subscribers know this, but I've had a very love and hate relationship with the Pokemon franchise over the course of the last couple years. I downright hated Pokemon Sword and Shield. I wasn't really a fan of things like Pokemon Let's Go, I thought looked really dumb, and I did play some of it and try to be open minded, but definitely not for me. However, Pokemon Arceus, the newest game, extremely won me over. It managed to be that big evolution to the franchise that personally I've been craving the most. You see, I don't hate Pokemon because they're cute little cuddly monsters. I don't hate it because I have to memorize hundreds of little tiny creature types. My problem with Pokemon is that a lot of times it started to feel stale. Well, they just announced Gen 9, the next generation of Pokemon, and it looks fantastic. What's up, gamers? DreamcastGuy here. So, currently, it is bright and early in the morning. I actually have not eaten breakfast. I haven't done anything yet, but I kind of wanted to just give some off-the-cuff thoughts because honestly, I like to talk about you guys for the goods and the bads of gaming. And tonight, this feels like a very good announcement. So, I don't want to show the full trailer because honestly, Nintendo will copyright claim this video because they are jerks, but I want to take a look at some screenshots. So, it's officially coming this year in a couple months, or like late this year, so in like 7 months, 8 months, we're apparently getting Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Already, I will say, I do like this logo. If you actually look very close, it looks like there's like, it almost like looks like gems or something on the lettering. I dig that. Now, they released so many screenshots. I kind of want to just look at them because this gets me so hyped. Now, first and foremost, let's just really kind of address the elephant in the room. It's staying open world. It's staying big and enormous and glorious like Pokemon Arceus is. I'm legit so freaking shocked. Now, I want to talk about the starters here in a sec, but as soon as I started to see these pictures, and they've released quite a bit of them, it really looks like they're leaning into the idea of the Pokemon world. My biggest thing as a little kid when I initially started playing Pokemon on the playground, swapping Bulbasaurs for Charmanders, it really came down to the idea of like, all right, what would this game be like if the world was real? What if you actually saw a Meowth walking down the road? What does moonlights look like? What do the stars look like? It's crazy to me that we're finally getting the exact Pokemon I wanted. Like, look at even these Pokemon windmills. I know it sounds cheesy to be so sentimental, but look at this little like Poke Center here just off in the distance. I wanted more than anything else with the Pokemon franchise for them to finally have the scale, the budget, and the passion that the fans seem to have. Like when you talk to Pokemon fans, they talk about it like it's this huge immersive universe, but a lot of times, no offense to the games, but they're just little tiny sprites roaring at each other, going like, "Rawr, XD." Now, I actually feel like Pokemon as a concept is catching up to Pokemon as a franchise. I am so blown away. Like, the more I see these screenshots, this just looks enormous. I know we all keep making the joke about capturing the breath of the wild feeling, but even looking at these pictures of it, it has that breath of the wild feeling. It looks so big. Now, I notice here that the shoreline is very ramped up. I actually think this probably means we're going to be able to swim again. We're going to be able to ride on Pokemon through the ocean. Like, my biggest thing is I just want to see the combat now. I'm curious if we're going to have the Pokemon Arceus style or more of like action-y focused, or like something that Pokemon Arceus did that I feel like not nearly enough people talked about is there was no load screens. Like once you got into an environment, once you entered one of these big landscape territories, a lot of times everything was just action. Like if you saw a Pokemon, you'd throw a ball and you'd instantly capture them, or it would initiate combat. I like the fact that there's no, like, it doesn't do the swipe on the screen. It doesn't change you to a battle screen. It's all done in world. I am just, they have to do that again. Oh my gosh, look at this. It's beautiful freaking environments. Like, I cannot believe the amount of power they're getting out of the Nintendo Switch to make this actually look this good. This looks like a Disney castle, like Mickey Mouse is going to pop out. Now, actually, real quick before we just keep gawking over these pictures, I do want to quickly look at, these are officially the 3 starter Pokemon for Generation 9. Now, their English names have been confirmed as Sprigatito. Now, honestly, these are my first times ever seeing these words. I'm sure in the coming months, people will get very good at pronouncing them. But the next guy, Fuego. I'm going to assume he's Fuecoco, because all these pictures make it look like it's possibly based on South America. Typically, each of the Pokemon games is based on a different real-world region, like Hawaii or whatever. So I'm assuming that's Fuecoco, which obviously is fuego. It's the Spanish word for fire. And then Quaxley. Quaxley is very funny looking. Obviously, even I've been tweeting about, I think Quaxley looks like a little bit like Donald Duck. Anyways, so I think all these starter Pokemon look really, really cute. I think they're freaking great. I don't know. I think that personally, I don't know. It's hard to pick one just from pictures, but I do like this goofy guy. He just looks so freaking ridiculous. Look how smug he is. He's like, hey, I'm here to mesh up our Pokemon. Anyway, so getting back to the actual technical analysis as I bump my mic. My biggest hope is the fact that since this is coming out this year, they have announced officially all new entry in the Pokemon series releasing worldwide late 2022. So it's still weird to think about this coming today, but like, here's an interesting thing. The amount of people that are actually upset. Look at this. Why this year? We literally just got Pokemon Legends. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Like, oh my god, I can't believe we're getting Gen 9 right after Pokemon Legends. I guess my thought is that, like, I'm just glad that they're continuing the great era of Pokemon. Like, as somebody that's lived through some very bad eras of Pokemon and some very lackluster times of Pokemon, we eating good. I always like that meme where it's just, hey, right now it's a buffet. If you don't like this Pokemon, play it later. Like, this seems great. I can't believe it. I used to love Pokemon. I played so much Pokemon growing up. They were such amazing series. I've played every single gen. Now, I finally feel that hype again. I finally feel like I'm a Pokemon fan again. And it's a very, very good time. But what do you think? I just wanted to do some off-the-cuff thoughts because honestly, this is very cool to me, and I just wanted to share some hype. I have literally so many reviews coming up here in the next week. I'm going to be talking about Pokemon, or Triangle Strategy. We're going to talk about Gran Turismo 7. I did the Elden Ring review, and honestly, I'm working on some other stuff like Shadow Warrior 3 and Babylon's Fall. I don't sleep. I have like 10 reviews coming out next week, and they're all great. Love you guys a bunch. I'm going to get back to editing and drinking my Red Bull breakfast, even though this is actually balls. Thanks so much for watching that video. If you want to see something else, you can always click this link to see what I put up last, or, subscribe and see what's coming up next. Also, I promise that whatever I do, it'll try not to suck.